Have you thought about where you wanted to be in life and have no direction? Well, you are in the right place. You are tuned into another epic episode of Triana the Trillionaire Podcast with your spiritual health coach, Triana the Trillionaire. Become more aligned, enlightened, and abundant in all areas of your life. She got the hair care, she got the health, and she has the wealth topics for you.
Welcome, Heirs. Welcome back to Triana the Trillionaire Podcast. I'm your host, your spiritual host, Triana the Trillionaire, and I will be downloading some gems today. If you don't know what a spiritual download or a download is, it's a thought that ignites your mind to propel you to go take some action and execute on that God-given idea. So, watch out for the gems and apply it to your life how you see fit. Your life is not like no one else's or no other person's. So don't try to be like anyone. Get rid of that imposter syndrome. And yeah, live your life. You came here. You are unique and you're wonderfully made. God gave you these gifts and talents. He didn't give them to everybody else. It wasn't a conference call. God called you. Okay? It wasn't a conference. Anyways, I've been listening to some great stuff lately. God has really been showing me. He been showing me, man, I'm telling you. Listen, the devil thought he had me. Play that song. The devil thought he had me. Yeah, we need to play that song. Oh, that part.
But God saved me and kept me in his arms.
The devil thought he had me, and I was just like, April is a very tough month for me. And, people see me posting my business and people see me, out here hustling, grinding, and hustling does not mean abundance is coming your way. Hustling and abundance and flowing are two different things. Okay. So people think by me getting it, me getting back out there, me putting my face on stuff, that's why I try to stay away from social media, or that I'm so calmly natured. And I'm like, you know what? This is for my business. I have to run my business accordingly, no matter how my emotional scale is. I have to continue to run my business. And I posted something and it was like, thanks for supporting my business because you guys do not know how much that means to me. I don't care if you sold in $1 or $1,000. I really appreciate everyone that actually sold into my business and my ministry this season. And I saw the orders coming through. I started to get discouraged, but I saw the orders coming through and I'm like, you know what? It helped me pick myself up. And it helped me to be like, okay, I can keep going because I'm helping someone else out. Even if you give me a review on the podcast or, you say something like, someone wrote me on Snapchat and was like, oh my gosh, you are such a good mom. And I was like, thank you. They was like, you are a really good mom, Triana. And I was like, wow, it is encouraging because April is a tough month. My mom was born in April. My mom is a phenomenal woman. I cannot talk about my mom enough. And I don't just talk about her because she's not here in the physical. I literally used to do this and talk about my mom all the time when she was present, when she's alive. I really respect my mom. And my mom is one of my spiritual teachers. So, my physical and spiritual teachers. So, yeah, her birthday was approaching and I'll just start getting like, man, I want my mommy, I want my mama, And people just don't get that enough, And no matter how I try to guard my ear gates, try to guard my eye gates, try to guard my heart gate, the devil and his trickery schemes, yes, they are schemes, because they don't work and they don't last. A scheme is something that does not work. You probably get over one time, but you can't run that scheme again, right? So the devil, he tries to get me every which angle. And I was like, oh my goodness, I was like floored Because the devil will use someone that's close to you.
Message.
But also God, what the devil meant for bad, God actually meant for good. So I had to jump out of covenants. I had to jump out of alignment. I had to rearrange some things. I had to do some different things in my business. I cannot operate like I was operating 3 years ago. I cannot operate how I was operating 10 years ago. It is not going to work in this dispensation. If you don't know what dispensation is, please go look it up. You have to do your study on your own. You have to go through your spiritual journey on your own. I am just a gate. I'm a window. I'm a door. I'm here to help you heal. But I can lead you to the water. I cannot force you to drink it. So you're not going to get all that you need from Triana, the trillionaire. Okay? This is just the start. This is just to spark something in your mind. Okay? The devil thought he had me. I started to feel this overwhelming spirit. And I'm like, my mom is not going to want me to feel like this. Like, under no circumstances. My flesh hurts. My flesh hurts. And I just don't understand why people in their mind, they don't understand that. They don't get that. Like, no matter how strong you are as a person, if you have the spiritual connection and the physical connection that my mom had with her siblings, that she had with her siblings, that she had with her children, that she had with her parents, that she had with her spiritual sisters and brothers, like, you'll kind of start understanding. But the devil will throw these darts at you. And the Bible says, be weary of the fiery darts of the enemy. Be weary. I'm going to put that scripture in the show notes. I want y'all to go read it. You have to have your whole armor of God on. And every night, I just was dedicated to reading my Bible every single night, to praying every single night. Because I'm like, I do not want this spirit of depression to come over me. No matter how good I look, I may have a soft outer appearance. I might look sweet, but I'm like, I had to develop some toughness in my life, and I had to develop tough skin. So I do not release my emotions, and I just really don't talk about like stuff like this. Like, I don't talk about my feelings and stuff like that, because I'm usually on the other side trying to help somebody else out, work their stuff out. And it just baffles me how people don't understand. Like, April was a very, very tough month for me. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So get yourself checked out, speak to someone, even if somebody, close to you, your auntie, your grandma, something like that. My sister is a psychologist, so maybe I should link her stuff in the show notes. I don't know if y'all ready for my sister. Perry B, Paris the Billionaire, she be coming with some, I don't know if they be gems or the diamonds that ain't, formed. They probably look like rocks, but they actually diamonds. They have been poured into the pool. Y'all got to dust the diamond off a little bit. She's going to give it to you straight and raw. Like, listen, this is what you need to do. Look in that mirror. Stop playing with yourself. You're not playing with me. You play with yourself. I don't know. She's sweet, though. She going to give it to you how you need it done, So I'm just like, devil, you are not even, you're not even wise. You're not, you think you got it, but you ain't even really got it like that. What the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. And I feel so good. I went down the slope, and I'm like, okay, God, you're trying to show me something. And I was like, I did a podcast for my mom, and I have wanted to release this podcast for over a year. And I was like, everything came at me. I had to do stuff for my business. I had to do stuff for my personal finances, myself. People emailed me. I had to do deadlines, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like literally working all on this in one day. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is this happening on this specific day, April 25th? And I'm like, it's my mom's birthday. I'm looking like, oh my gosh, I want this to be published. I want this out there. I want this to, be perfect. Because I am a perfectionist. Like I told y'all before, my perfectionism, it gets in my way sometimes. Because Stuff has to be perfect, especially if it has my name on it, my mom's name on it, anybody in my family, because it's a representation, it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself. So every single thing came at me on this day. I had to pay bills. I had to focus on that. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to dedicate 2 whole hours just focusing. I can't check my phone. If I missed your message, that's probably why. It probably went over my head, or I probably got too much. I got a lot of stuff on my phone. So sometimes y'all messages don't even get through to me. If you text me and it's about some garbage, I already told God, don't even send that message to me. Don't let it get delivered. So some messages don't even hit my phone like really, like I cleansed my phone, everything. So I was like, you know what? And it's like everybody try to call you when you doing something, right? Everybody. It's so important. It's so important. Everybody needs your attention. Everybody needs you to help them with something. And I'm like, listen, D&D, here we go. My phone is like permanently on D&D because majority of the time, like 8 to 10 hours to 12 hours out of the day, I really am focused and I am working. So if I'm working on a project, you will not hear from me. That doesn't mean I don't love you. Still love you. But my mama is more important, okay? And the people that it's going to touch, man, let me give y'all these testimonials, okay? So literally everything was coming over my body, like everything, to just anything you can think of, it was coming over my body, okay? Anything you can think of, any type of distraction you can think of right now, if you thought it came over my body. And I'm looking like, why am I getting spiritually attacked like this? And it's because I'm birthing greatness. Sometimes it's not necessarily the devil, it's because you are birthing greatness and you having contractions. Ooh, the gems being dropped. See, I didn't even know I was going to give it to y'all like that. See, I do not be writing off a piece of paper. I didn't even come in and pray on this one. Listen, God is speaking through me right now. I be having to listen to my own podcast because when you're talking, you can't hear yourself talk. You're just talking. So I be having to go back and get my own gems that I be dropping, or God's gems he be dropping through me, or whatever the case may be. You having contractions. I was having contractions. I was thinking it was the devil. I was having hot flashes and all type of stuff. My back was hurting, my neck was hurting, everything. I had to do this, that, and the third. Drink some water, eat some food, take a shower, all type of stuff. Everything was important at that one time. And sometimes it's not the devil, it's not the enemy. Sometimes we are having birth contractions, we are birthing greatness, and we have to go through that process. I don't like editing my videos. That's why I hired my cousin, Desmond, Mute on the Beat. I hired him to edit my videos. And I'm going to put his information in the show notes. I hired my other cousin, keep it in the family. Look at us. We fan records. Do we DIE? Listen, Jeree. Look at us. I hired my other cousin, Curtis, Journey Life Productions, Journey Life Studios, to do my intro. I don't like doing that type of stuff, right? So I got on the phone. Well, I got on Snapchat first, another distraction. And I was like, I wish somebody could help me with this edit on this. And he texted me like, edit what podcast? And I'm like, he was like, edit what? That's what he texted me. He didn't do it on Snapchat. He actually texted me. And his message came through to me. And I'm like, what you talking about? He was like, edit what? And I'm like, what you talking about? I think he called me. He's like, what you need edited? And I was like, I was like, I don't know, what you, he was like, yeah, I just seen your Snapchat. I'm like, I'm over here doing the podcast for my mom. He was like, yeah, send it to me. I'm gonna edit it right now. He was like, you gotta at least send it to me because we trying to do her commemoration that night on actual Bible study. And I was like, okay, I'm really not trusting him to get the project and do it because it's like 200 clips. And I'm like, nah, this is a lot. This is a lot right here. And he's like, no, send it to me. I got you. And I'm looking like, oh, you got me? And I'm like, I don't like my voice on some of them though. He was like, just send me the stuff. Just send me it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to send it to you, but I'm telling you, it's literally like 222 clips. And he's like, all right. So I send it to him. And he's like, whoa. And I'm like, I literally told you, it's literally like 232 clips. And he's like, dang, I didn't know it was that many. He's like, it's really a lot of clips. He was like, okay, I'm going to tell you what to send me back. I'm going to just need your voice on certain things. I'm going to just tell me, I'm going to just tell you what to send back. I'm like, I'm trying to get this done tonight. He was like, so you need it tonight? I'm like, yeah, that's all I'm trying to tell you. I need it tonight. And he's like, okay, start which ones you want. And I'm looking like, that's what I'm telling you. I asterisked a lot of them. It's at least like 150 that I asterisked that need to be in there. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna edit it to where I like it a little bit, and then you just do the rest. Or I'm gonna just, put all the pieces together that I want for right now. We're just gonna keep it simple, and we're gonna only do 30 minutes. We're not gonna do an hour and 30 minutes or an hour. We're just gonna do it 30 minutes, and then we're gonna be good. So I was like, okay. And then I got it to him, and I'm rushing because it's like my other cousin called me like, man, you do not need to be in the house. Get out the house. Stop playing. Get out the house and go eat. Go do something. Go get some wine. Go to a winery. Go do something nice. Go to the ice cream shop. You need to don't be in the house. He's like, if it was up to me, this would be a holiday. I'm like, it is a holiday. What you mean? He's like, all right then. Get out the house and go do something. I'm like, okay, TG. I'm going to get out the house and go do something. So meanwhile, I'm trying to make sure Mute, who is Desmond, got the actual clip. So he called me right as I was walking out the house with my family, about to go out to eat at the #1 restaurant in the city we live in. And the edit had the beat clicking on it still. And I'm like, see, that's why I'm not a pro at this. I don't do this editing stuff. So he was like, you gotta go back, take the beat off, and resend it to me. And I'm like, okay. This took about an hour and a half for me to do all of the re-editing stuff. I don't know if it was an hour. I don't know. Honestly, it did not seem like more than 20 minutes, literally, right? So my phone is about to die. I gotta find a charger. I don't have a charger. All this stuff is going on. I run downstairs. I'm trying to get changed. I gotta take a shower. I gotta take another shower. I gotta put some nice looking clothes on because like I said, we're going to the #1 restaurant in the city that I live in. So gotta get Liliana cleaned up. I gotta put her some different clothes on. And then I'm just like, okay, let me get this done first. Let me sit down and let me get this done first. So I send it to Des again, and we finally got the beat off, and he showed me how to do that so I can send it to him. I sent it to Paris, the billionaire, and Des. And it worked. It went through. Because I was like, if my phone dies, or if I'm at the dinner and I'm not able to play it, I can still be listening, but I'm unable to play. Mind you, I have to put actual string headphones in my ears while I'm listening to the Bible study, because I washed my AirPods. I actually washed them with the case and the AirPods in it. Yeah, so I couldn't even charge my phone and listen at the same time. So I'm literally on like 2%. Phone dies 2 times. Gotta recharge it. Gotta find a different charger. Gotta get a car charger. All this stuff is coming up, and I'm looking like, really? I'm literally going through something because I'm panicking. I'm emotional. I'm crying because I hear my mom's voice. I am wanting to get this done, so I gotta be strong. I gotta get through it, right? So we literally, Paris had to get off the phone. She had to get on class. She's a teacher. She's a psychologist. She's been doing all this stuff. So she had to get off. So I don't even know if I sent the final version to her. So she's not going to be able to play it. So Des has to play it, or I got to stay home. I don't know. So all this is going on, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm going to have to cancel. I'm going to have to cancel it. I'm going to have to reschedule it. I don't know what I'm about to do. Literally, we only had 10 minutes to get everything perfect. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Desmond like, nah, we got this. It's going to be finished. Let me handle it. I'm like, okay. I literally download the stamped version. I don't even know what made me see this. I download the stamped version, and the stamped version has 749. I will never forget that time. I said, Desmond, look at the version that I just sent you. I was like, he told me that it worked. He's like, oh yeah, it worked. And then I looked at it, I'm like, you will not believe this. This says 7:49. He like, that's the time your mom passed. I'm like, yes. My heart dropped so far out of my body. I was like, oh my goodness. That dropping out of my body had to be the birthing of the baby. So this next podcast, well, I'm not going to say the next podcast, but when I do release the podcast, I know it's going to really blow some people's minds away. I know it's really y'all gonna be like, oh my goodness, she really put her heart and soul into this episode. I don't know how you're gonna feel about it, but I know how these next people that I'm gonna tell y'all about felt about it. It was just such an amazing experience. The time stamped on the actual version was 7:49. I'm literally branding 7:49. I'll never forget that time. He was like, you need to brand that into something. That need to be one of your brands. I was like, it's already written down. I already got notebooks full of 7:49. Like from the 2019 established 7:49. Mantle being dropped. The mantle being catched. If y'all don't know what mantles are, go look it up. I'm staying on a superficial level with y'all with my podcast right now because we're going to really go get into some deep stuff. And I want to make sure y'all prepared and y'all spiritually mature for it. Okay? So I got to be on this level right now because I don't want to lose y'all at this point. I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to absorb it, and I'm taking baby steps with y'all. So the mantles were being dropped 7:49. They were being caught. Some of y'all got to go catch those mantles like I was prophesied to. Some of y'all got to go catch some of those mantles. Some of y'all got to go receive. Some of y'all got to open y'all hands to be in giving mode and receiving mode. You got to be able to give. You got to be able to give to be able to receive. You got to open up your hands. You got to sow some seeds so you can be up on a higher level. Stop being stingy. Stop being stingy with your money. The money is never yours anyways. The money is never yours anyways. That's why it's Triana the Trillionaire podcast. I'm going to show y'all some things and I'm going to teach y'all some things that is really going to blow y'all mind. We're going to get to some different levels if y'all follow me, if y'all stay tuned and stay in tune. Every single episode, you're going to find and you're going to see something new. Okay? Open up your hands. All right? Sometimes God's trying to give y'all something, but y'all got y'all so closed-minded, y'all so closed-handed, y'all so closed-hearted, y'all got grief in y'all heart still. You still not forgiving that person. For you to be able to be forgiven by God, you have to be able to forgive those people. Stop acting like you're better than everybody. That's what it means to not be forgiving. You acting like you're better. It's okay. God gonna forgive y'all. Y'all gotta forgive them people. It don't matter what they did. It does not matter. Let God flow through you, in you, around you. Let him be able to flow. You're not even gonna be thinking about that person. You're not even going to be thinking about them anymore when God puts you in position. What is the thought for them? They stealing your joy, which is not pleasing to God, okay? Let's know where our focus goes. Let's know where our energy goes. Okay, back to the story. Went on a tangent a little bit. Had to get that out for y'all. 7:49. I don't think y'all get it. I don't think y'all understand. I don't think y'all understand. Maybe it's just because of me. It's me and it's my mom. It's my situation. It's my testimony and all that good stuff. 7:49. How? How did that save exactly at 7:49 when I've been working on this? I've been working on this episode for like a year. And then I worked on it for a whole month because April's my mom's birthday month. So I've been working on it for like a whole month. And the final version that I'm releasing to the Bible study line happened at 7:49. All right? It saved at 7:49. My mom passed at 7:49. The day we were actually on Bible study, we got on Bible study after my mom passed. So Bible study starts at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And my mom passed, and Paris and I said, we're still going to get on Bible study. We were literally going into a Bible study lesson to hear my mom pray for every single person. Our word was intercede. I didn't even know I didn't see the final edit that Desmond did, but that was just the stamped version that I sent him. So he said, oh yeah, this gotta be it right here. This is it. So he did his edits like he usually does. And I didn't know I was probably talking that much, but it probably was good that I was talking that much because I'm actually talking to her. But I don't want to give y'all the whole situation away because I want y'all to hear it and listen to it for yourselves. But my mom literally was praying for every single person on the Bible study line that actually attended. She said every single person's name. Extended family members, second cousins, third cousins, literally for generations, breaking covenants. And I was just like blown away because it's like hearing it, I was crying, other people was crying, everybody was silent. And I was just like, oh, let me get myself together because I might have to talk or, I don't know. It was just so beautiful. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And the comments that I received from people, they were like, one person said, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in the 60 years of my living besides my children being born. I'm like, that was the most amazing thing besides your children being born? What? They said that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen or heard. I'm like, wow. So that just give y'all, some people said it was just so beautiful. Some people said they were lost for words. Some people said they don't have words to describe it. Some people said it was just so amazing how pure of heart she had and how she prayed for everyone and how she's still interceding for everyone and how she's still praying for everyone. And I was just like, wow. They said they really can see the presence still here and that she's still teaching us while she's here. And literally she just taught the whole Bible study lesson. And I don't know. I'm just a proud daughter. I know my mom was really, really, really proud of us, us and all of our accomplishments and stuff like that, but I'm a proud daughter. And I'm going to keep my mama legacy alive. So I don't care what y'all say. Y'all going to hear about my mama. And some of y'all mothers, I wish and I hope that my daughter would be the same to me. And I understand mothers, y'all can do what y'all can, but you should want someone to like keep your legacy alive. And I know someone said, won't they just get over it or just let it go, basically. Someone called me and said that. And, I was just like, wow, And then here the devil comes again and somebody gotta tell me about themselves. Tell me about myself. And I'm like, wow, people don't understand the magnitude of their words and their actions. So, I sat with that for a few days. And it literally made me go through like a little, it made me cry. I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, they know not what they do. They don't understand. They don't know. They don't know the significance. They don't know the importance. They don't know I have to live with this every single day. I have to. I live with it every single day. It's just not one day. It's not my birthday, my mom's birthday, or my mom's death day, or my birthday, or my daughter's birthday, or the events and memories and things that she's missing, quote unquote. It's not just that. It's every single day I wake up and I'm like, this is my new reality. Every single day. Not just on special occasions. Every single day. I live with this. My mom was my best friend. She is my best friend. She's my spiritual teacher. To have your mother actually be your spiritual teacher as well is very significant. And when you get into your journey and your walk, you'll understand. I also don't have my spiritual teacher. So that's a big dynamic in my life that actually shifted. And I know my clients took a toll. Every single person around me took a toll. If I'm not healthy, if I'm not good, if I'm, going through something in my life, the effects were on other people that I'm in alignment with and I'm in a covenant with, So every single person being affected by that, it's a lot and people don't understand it. And I still show up. And I had a real problem with just showing up because it's like, well, everybody thinks I'm okay. if I show up. But then if I don't show up, then I'm not helping them. But how can I help them if I need help, or if I, am transitioning, or if I'm birthing something out, if I'm grieving, if I'm mourning, if I'm, a certain way, So I really had to sit with that. And I was like, man, this April, it's the 25th. And I'm like, man, I'm ready for April to be over. I was like, 5 more days. I was like, man, I'm going to have to fast or something, these last 5 days. And I was like, I have to break covenants. These last 5 days, I have to break covenants. I have to break curses. I have to break alignments. I have to get out of alignment. I have to stop tiptoeing. I have to stop being on the fence. I have to, set my stance up and my pole up. And as for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. My mom always say, and let no corrupt communication come out of your mouth. My mom will always say, if you don't have anything nice to say, do not say it. And I know a lot of y'all mamas said that to y'all. You never know what someone's going through. You never know what someone's truly in their deep heart to hearts dealing with. So you don't be that person to try to kill, steal, and destroy. So the last 5 days of April, I was like, I am done. I'm done with April. And I was just like, I start getting myself prepared, because in my mother's book, Blessed and Highly Favored, Planning a New You, we're planning a new you. We're coming into second quarter. Well, we're moving forward in second quarter. And we do our reflections at the end of each month. So I was like, I gotta write about this. And I didn't even write for a few days. And that's just not even like me either. Because I want to write every single day for a whole entire year. So I can reflect. I'm gonna read my whole book for the whole year, right? And I'm also releasing my book. And it told me on that day, it downloaded in my spirit. It was like, you're releasing your book October 7th. Your book, Suffering in Silence, What Not to Say to Someone Grieving. And I talked to one of my book coaches, and she was like, she wanted me to change the name. She wanted me to go corporate. She wanted me to be able to get corporate contracts and stuff like that. She was like, I'm thinking too small. Make sure I'm thinking bigger, because you want to sell your book in bulk, so you won't have to do the heavy load of individual selling. And I was like, I kind of still want to keep the name Suffering in Silence, What Not to Say to Someone Grieving, because people really do not know. They do not understand. They don't know. They do not know. People are going through so much in their own life. They do not understand what you are going through, what you are grieving through, what you are growing through. They do not have a clue. No matter how many podcasts I do, no matter how much I express myself about this, no matter how many times I talk about my mom, they do not understand or understand. So it downloaded something to me, and that's what I said. What the devil meant for bad, God meant for good. It downloaded something to me. I was like, I'm releasing my book October 7th. You heard it here first in the podcast. I'm releasing my book October 7th, Suffering Silence, What Not to Say to Someone Grieving. So y'all better get ready. So I was like, the last 5 days, and it was good because it's number 5. I was like, 355, plug that in. I was like, I'm getting ready for my Muffin Top May challenge. I had to reflect over April. I'm ready for April to be done. And I didn't want to go into the moping slope. And I was like, man, let me just rest. Let me rest. And I was like, I can't rest. And I just start reflecting how far God has brought me. How many times I hear my mom's voice telling me, Tree. Come on, Tree. How many times I hear that voice. And it's like, you gotta keep going. How many times I hear that voice, I'm like, man, I'm so inspired. And I'm so disciplined. I'm so consistent. You know, I'm so consistent. I'm so disciplined. I'm so inspired. I'm so motivated. I'm amped up. And even though I was in that space, I enjoy being in that space. Because I'm not going to witness that again. I'm never going to be in that space again. You know, things are going to come up, but it's not going to be that same space. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cancel the Muffin Top Made Challenge. I was like, I had enough. I'm gonna cancel the Muffin Top Made Challenge. And I'm gonna refund everybody. And even if they sold into me, I'm gonna just refund everybody. I don't care. I'm not doing a challenge. I was like, I'm gonna just delete the whole app. And I was like, man, what? Man, I worked 5 years trying to develop this app. I'm not deleting this app, man. I don't care if I'm the only one working out on this app. I'm keeping this app. I will pay every month for me to be on my own app and me to put my own workouts on there and me to be motivating myself and me to put my own podcast on there and talk to myself. I don't care. I done came too far to give up now. So I was like, you know what? I'm still going to do the challenge. It don't even matter. Nothing about to get in my way. Don't let people dim your light. Don't let people stop your shine. Don't let the devil come in and use somebody to be able to stop your shine. And people don't even know what ways they affecting you on what day and whatever the case may be. They don't even understand. They don't even know. They have the slightest clue. They going on and be a better tyrant in somebody else's life. They didn't win and said something to 10 other people. You just happen to be the third person or the seventh person that they, said something to. Don't let that be you giving up your dreams, giving up your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan. I'm got a 5-year plan. I'm 1 year behind. I can't quit. I can't give up now. So just keep going with your stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the Muffin Top Made Challenge. May 1st hit. And I was like, I felt so relieved. I felt like April showers bring May flowers for real. I was blossoming. I went outside. I seen my plants growing. I'm looking like, dang, I only planted these a week ago. They're already 3 inches tall. What? I really felt the relief, the awakening, the breath of life blew back into me. And I was like, ooh, I'm bowing my head. Like, okay, Muffin Top Made Challenge. I'm motivated. And I'm disciplined. I'm going to take a picture every day and I'm going to do a time lapse on my body. I'm going to start posting again. I'm going to start getting active with my community again. I don't care if one person like it. I don't care. I ain't doing it for the likes. I ain't doing it for the recognition. I ain't doing it for Triana. I ain't doing it for self-glorification. I know that God got me here for a reason. He keep waking me up. You know God got you here for a reason and he keep waking you up. Yeah. So tell the devil, get up off me. Y'all better shake the devil off in the name of Jesus. Y'all gonna hear it on my next episode when I go further and further into that, how to shake the devil off. Stomp him under your feet. Give God the glory. Yeah, be proud of yourself. Listen, if don't nobody tell you, you already winning. You listening to the podcast, know that you blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. And you're going to keep doing it. They're going to be mad either way. They're going to be mad if you don't do it. They're going to be mad if you do it. They're going to be watching if you don't do it. They're going to be watching if you do it. They're going to be happy for you if you fall. They're going to be happy if you... Come on now. Don't make a perpetual thought that's in your mind make you miss out on your blessings. A perpetual thought from somebody else that's given to you by somebody else, miss your blessing, miss your calling, miss your purpose. Not execute on your purpose. Like I told y'all, I'm going to have to go back and listen to my own podcast because I be dropping some gems. So I'm going to listen to myself too. Some people, when they talk to themselves too. But I really do believe in this season of me podcasting this year, it sounds better. And I told y'all when I first started, I'm going to keep working on my voice and I'm going to find my voice and I'm going to find what God actually downloads into me so I can actually share those things. So yeah, I'm excited for May. The May Muffin Top Challenge is underway. I already got people sending me videos and sending me testimonials. We only on day 5. We're only on day 5, y'all. And people already sending me their testimonials. I told y'all, if y'all sow in this season, and if y'all sow a seed in Muffin Top May, if y'all sow a seed in my business in this season, I promise you, you're going to have a testimonial after this 31-day challenge. It's 30-day challenge, 31-day challenge. Y'all gonna have a testimonial. Y'all might not even think it's from me. I don't even care if y'all be like, oh yeah, I remember I sold into her. I put a stamp on it. I put a prayer on it. I put a declaration on it. And that happened. Y'all might not even say that. Y'all might not even remember y'all sold into us. Liliana and I. Y'all might not even know y'all sold into us. But guess what? Something gonna happen for y'all. And I want it to happen. But y'all gotta do the work inside the app. Y'all gotta do the work too. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Devil can't hold you back. Devil cannot hold you down. Devil can't continue to make you frown. Devil can't have your mind in misery forever. People don't understand. People ain't gonna understand. It ain't your journey. It ain't their testimony. You get yourself up. How you get yourself up, you got to figure out that I can't tell you nothing. I can't tell you nothing. I just know how I pick myself up. I kept hearing those voices in my head. My mom talking about, Tree. Come on, Tree. And it reminded me. And guess what? That gas and that light ignited. And I got people counting on me. I got people counting on me that ain't ever gonna see me. It's deeper than rap. It's deeper than me. Whatever type of cliche you want to say. I'm like, listen. Nah, my daughter counts. My family count on me. My future generations are counting on me. God knew you before he even put you into your mother's womb, before you even was thought of. Some of y'all got to detach from some of them umbilical cords. Some of y'all still sucking on your mama, the breast milk. Y'all better go do y'all research, get into y'all spiritual coma, come out like a butterfly. It might take you a year. Might take you 2. Might take you 5. Don't get stuck in that last season. Come on, you birthing greatness. But listen, I ain't here to motivate you. You here to motivate yourself. You better get up. You better listen. Listen. Shoot. Better get in that mirror. Anyways, I love you all. If you're listening to this podcast, know that you're blessed and continue to be a blessing to others.